Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in the U.S. in Central Maryland. So I'm popping on today to share a fall themed card. The products, the stamp set at least, and a couple of the products come from Stampin' Up's mini catalog that went live last month. And some of the items are from the online store, and it's a fall themed card. I thought it's perfect to share. It's October, so we're thinking about falling leaves and fall. There's a lot of Stampin' Up! News, and I'll try to share some of it while I am showing you how to make this easy, quick and easy fall card. So I'm going to turn the camera around. If you get ill, now's the time to look away because the camera is moving. And as it moves, you see my ceiling, my big light, my big head is coming in now, so I can turn the camera around. Here we go. Yep, it says a slow connection. Hopefully we can get there. Oh, it's still slow. Let's try it again. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, so let me get my laptop started so I can make sure that everything is in view. So today is October 1st, and there is a lot of Stampin' Up! News. New items were added to the last chance list. Stampin' Up! Has a promotion going on for the month of October where you can join Stampin' Up! At the best join offer that I have ever heard, well, that I can remember. Yeah, so let me roll back a little bit and talk about the stamp set, Amber Autumn. It is in the mini catalog. I'll do a brief catalog tour after my presentation. So this is the stamp set, and I picked it because I love these fall images, especially these pumpkins and gourds and corn. It just it's perfect for this time of season. And then it gives you autumn wishes, grateful for you if you want to do some kind of Thanksgiving card. Blessed to have you in my life. Thanks. You can use that year round, and you're simply the best. And that also could be used year round. So it's a very versatile stamp set. Now I paired it. Well, let me show you my card and then I can talk about what I paired it with. So here's the card. Again, we're using that leaf and acorn image along with this paper. This is the Gathering Together paper. Now that's an online exclusive. You will not see that in the mini catalog, and it's a specialty paper. So let me open this up for you. So you can see it's got gold foiling. Those wonderful colors of the fall along with the gold foiling, and can you see that? It's just gorgeous. And we've got Cajun Craze, Old Olive, Early Espresso. We got some leaf motifs in here, and subtle check pattern that is basic beige. You see those leaves? It's just wonderful, just beautiful. So you have to go to the online exclusives and check that out, and I would encourage you to do that because it's an awesome paper. Lots of fall ideas, but also those colors, the basic beige, you know, some of those colors, those what am I trying to say? They're more neutral and can be used year round. Okay, so there's my card. Here's my little card kit. We made this card in my stamp club on just a couple weeks ago. So there's our card base. This is Cajun Craze. So I hope you'll check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com, and I'll have all the measurements on that blog. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, check out below. There's a description. In the description, there'll be a link to the blog post, and all the measurements will be in that blog post. So let's do some stamping first. So here is my crushed curry, and here is my paper. And I don't know that it has a right way or a wrong way, so just whatever way you want. We're not going to stamp on that, so let me put that aside. We're going to stamp on the front of our card. We're going to stamp on this little piece of basic white, and we're not stamping on the inside of our card. So, ink, I'm using Cajun Craze because it coordinates with the paper, it coordinates with the cardstock. I am using this leaf and acorn pattern, and so I'm going to ink that up. Oh, everything is sliding, so ink that up, and I want that kind of in the middle of my panel here, and I'm going to do like that, give it a nice little press, and that is wonderful. And here is oh, that's the wrong stamp. There's the thanks, but I really wanted to use Autumn Wishes, so let's get that out of my stamp set. Autumn Wishes, put that on a block. Perfect. And then bring in our piece of white cardstock. And I'm just checking to see if I have the stamp. I want it to be level. I don't want it to be going downhill. So let's see if I can stamp this level. And I'm going to stamp it more towards the right side so I can cut off the left side. Let's see how I did. Hey, perfecto mundo. Alright, so put the ink away. That is all the stamping that I'm going to do on this card. I did want to bring in my blender pen. Oh, I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And blender pen just kind of will blur the lines. So I'm gonna go over the veins in the leaves, I guess I should say, multiple, and it just is going to give that a little softening of those lines. And then the same for the acorn. I'm going to go over the branch and then over the hull of the acorn, and that will just kind of soften those lines. Now I do want to, there's a lot of ink on this, so I'm going to take this sentiment, just turn it over, and I'm twisting the pen as I'm moving to clear it up. And now I'm going to go over the acorn body. I just didn't want it to be too dark, so that's why I cleaned my blender pen. And that is something when you change colors that you can do just by scribbling out the color, and once it's clear, it's ready for the next color, so you won't ever mix colors. It will stain the tip, but the brush keeps working as long as it's clear. Alright, so let's do a little dry fitting here. So I'm going to put that, I think that's going to be perfect. So the next thing I want to do is tear my cardstock. So the crushed curry is a little bit bigger than my DSP. I'm going to line those up to the right side, and I want the tear lines to be the same. So if I line them both up on the right side and about 1/4 inch in, if I tear it like that, and just keep making sure that I have the edge, the right sides lined up and they're not slipping, and just tear as I go down, straighten up that, make sure the cardstock and the DSP are aligned, and voila. So now those tear lines are the same, like so, and I can glue my paper to my cardstock. Hi Trudy, glad you could join me. I hope you're having fun. I know that you're probably out of town. I'm so happy that you're here. And if you're watching on replay, just joining me, thank you too. glad to have you along. So Trudy is one of my Stamp Club members. Unfortunately, she couldn't come to our September club. So this is a club card, Trudy. So I'm making your card for you. I'm sure that makes you happy. And then I'm going to, before I adhere this, here, I want to tie some thread. Now this is old olive linen thread, and this is an online exclusive. It comes in a pack with early espresso, so you get 2 rolls of linen thread, and they coordinate with this paper, the early espresso and the old olive. So I'm going to wrap this around a couple times, and then I'm going to tie it and do a bow. So I'm going to cut it off. I don't like to do this. We'll see. Hopefully I won't cut too much. I'm notorious for cutting too long or too short. And actually, I think I want this up a little bit. So let's move it up. Yeah. So it's near the bottom third, I would say. Okay, so let's tighten this up. And then see if I can tie a bow while I am on camera, because that is difficult. So while I'm tying this bow, let me talk to you about the join special. Like I said, I've never heard, I can't remember of a deal this good. You can join for just $35 and pick $125 worth of goods. Yes, isn't that crazy? $125 worth of goods for $35. You get free shipping. You get a free paper pumpkin kit in your kit. So yeah, now's the time to think about joining. There's absolutely no obligation. If you just want to open your kit and then enjoy all your goodies, that's up to you. Nobody's going to harass you or make you do anything you don't want to do. And if that deal isn't good enough, there's another deal. You can join and pay $99 and pick $189 worth of product. I know, crazy, right? What a great deal. Again, you'll get free shipping, free paper pumpkin kit, and business supplies if you're interested in having your own business. Yes, fabulous deal. If you want more information, hit me up. I'd be very happy to share it with you, because I love a great deal. Anybody knows me knows I'm all about deals. The better the deal, the happier I am, and this is a great deal, and I think you will be happy too. Okay, so let's back to our stamping project. So now we're going to glue this to the very edge of our card front. Okay. And just give that a nice little press. Now the inside, before let's do our inside. So in the inside, we have these 2 strips that I tore off. This is going into the bin, the garbage bin, and then this piece we're going to put on the edge of our insert, like so. And let me just move this out of the way. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm going to leave the end unglued because I'm going to snip that off. So this is where you want to kind of be judicious. You don't want it oozing out. So our insert is 5 1/4 inches long. This piece of paper is actually 5 1/2, so it'll overlay, it will be too long by about 1/4 of an inch. So let me just get this, I'm just using the glue to slide that paper to the edge of the cardstock. See, it hangs over a little bit. Bring out my paper snips and snip that away, and that goes into the trash bin too. Now we can put our insert in. So this is quick and easy card, great for fall. You just want to do a thinking of you. If you're going somewhere and you want to give for Thanksgiving, you want a little card for your hostess to thank her or him for hosting you for Thanksgiving dinner. This would be a great card, quick and easy. Or you just want to send people out gratitude. Show them that you're grateful for them during this time of year. All right, so, hey Trudy, we're watching. Yes, thank you for watching me live. I get it. Sometimes it's difficult. All right, so I am going to cut this at an angle. So it's going to be very close on this side. And then I'm going to keep this, flip it over. No, actually, I'm not going to flip it over. I'm going to keep it this way. I think my daughter's home, so she's going to be bustling in here in a moment. So we'll hear her. Anyway, I'm going to use this little triangle on this side to get the same angle. So I'm going to line the bottom up. Here she comes. Hey, Emma, I'm live. You want to say hi?
Hi.
There. Okay, you heard Emma. So, yeah, this little piece here is, it's really small. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Hold it like so. Bring my snips in. And snip it off. And now it will have the same angle on both ends. And these little pieces go into the trash bin. And, let's see, I need some dimensionals. And I didn't bring them over, but I have some close at hand. So on the back side of this little sentiment, let me put these down. Yes, you can hear Emma in the background. She's having a phone conversation with somebody while I am live. But, you know, that's life. And I'm going to put this right here, I think.
I thought a lot about this.
Should it go there? Should it go next to it? Down a little bit? I think down a little bit. Like so. Yes. So now we can take these covers off the dimensionals. And this is going to come down a little bit. See if I can get it straight. Yep, like so. And then the last thing I'm going to add are these traditional sparkling sequins, and they are found in the Holiday Mini, and they're very sparkly, if you can tell. They're very flat, and they don't have any weight to them, so they're awesome for mailing. So I'm going to use the gold ones. Let's take a little one. Oh, yeah. Take a little one, put it up here. Take a large one, and maybe over here. Yeah, I think they are. And then we'll take a medium one and put it on the sentiment, maybe right there. Yeah. Okay, so there is the Autumn Wishes Amber Autumn Fall card. And as I said, I was going to do a very quick catalog tour. So here's the mini catalog. And I wanted to show you where the Amber Wishes can be found. And that is on page, it's on page 40. It shows you up here, Amber Autumn, not Amber Wishes. I'm getting everything confused. Amber Autumn. You can see the stamp set there, and then you can order it on page 41. It's actually over here. It's just the stamp set. I don't know if you can see that. Amber Autumn stamp set. And the sparkly sequins are part of the Sweet Collection. Let's see. Traditions of Christmas Sweet Collection. And that starts on page 21. And you can actually see the sequins here on page 22, and then you can order them over here on page 23. Traditional sparkling sequins. You get 240 of them. They come with adhesive back. There's 3 different sizes and 4 different colors: real red, old olive, pool party, and gold. And then in the annual catalog, you can find The blender pen that I used is right here on page 128. You get a set of 3 pens for $14. I told you all about those. And then on page 139, you can find the Crushed Curry cardstock, the Cajun Craze cardstock, and ink pad. And online, don't forget, you can find the paper, the Gathering Together paper, specialty paper, the Early Espresso and Old Olive linen thread pack. What was else? I think that was all that was online. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about the Join special, it goes through October. It's a fabulous deal. Hit me up. I'm happy to explain it to you. I love sharing a great deal with you. And if you're watching live, thank you. Hi, Trudy. If you're watching on replay, thanks for joining me. And until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye.